Hi everybody, it's Christy. Okay, we're gonna do like take 5 of this video. So hopefully I won't have an animal or a husband interrupting. So I was in a groove too, but that's okay. So we want to make a pocket, and I'm gonna do kind of like it's a coin, kind of like a coin envelope style pocket. I was playing around with, I've been using my masking paper to stamp onto, like when I'm, just to protect my work surface. And I thought, you know what? I think I'm going to cover it, some of it, with sewing tissue and create a pocket. So last weekend, I just kind of made this and I thought, oh, this would be kind of fun. And I am going to be working on 2 Christmas journals, and this is the Stamperia Pink Christmas. So I've created 2 signatures. They're going to be single signature journals. And so I just thought I would take you along making all the little bits and pieces, putting these together. We'll have to do the covers and all that kind of stuff, embellish it, get it all ready to go. But I thought maybe that would be a fun series. So this is going to be perfect size to fit inside this journal. I figure it could be like a floating pocket. The finished size is 7 1/8 by 4 inches. And I don't think there's nothing special about the size of it. I just was folding it and playing around, and that's the size I came up with. And I really love it. And I also think I want to cover another piece of this masking paper as well, because I grabbed out some of my other, pocket envelope dies. And this is the Pocket Pen Pals score dies, and Score Pal put these out when, pocket letters were like the big thing. But I have this envelope and it comes with like a little note card. I thought, oh, this would be a ton of fun. So I could die cut some of these envelopes out of this tissued masking paper, and that would be fun to decorate and to have little tuck spots or whatever. And then I also grabbed a couple of my Spellbinder pocket dies. So I have several of these, and I thought I would cut some out to put in the journal and whatnot as well. So, we can cut out of tissue cover masking paper. I thought I would also use, I have some coffee dyed tracing paper. That would be cool. And then, of course, our scrapbook papers. And so, or tea-dyed papers, whatever you have. And then I also have this square envelope, which I don't remember where this came from, but a little square envelope die. I always have my, I have my punch board as well, but I really want to use some of these dies that I have that I've purchased that are just sitting. So, so I figured we'll just do some pockets. So first up is this pocket. And what I did, the masking paper is just like about 9 1/4 inches wide. And so I rolled it out and I cut a piece. I just tore a piece that's 9 1/2 inches. So I have, it's like 9 1/2 by 9 1/4. And so the 9 1/2 will be our height, and then it'll just be the width of the roll. And we also have it in, I also have it in kind of that green color as well, and kind of a khaki kind of color. So I don't know if we'll end up doing anything with the different colors, but we'll see. All right, I can't find my my craft mat. I really have no idea. I have the big one to roll out, and I don't have it. So we're just gonna go with this, and I have wipes if we need it. So my favorite collaging medium is Collage Page. It is by Aleene's, and it is my favorite collage medium. I have been using this for a very long time, and used to be able to buy it at like Joann's and Michael's. I haven't seen it at either of those places recently. I know Hobby Lobby still carries it, and you can still get it on Amazon, but it really truly is like, that's what I used on this. You don't get a shine, you don't have streakage. It's really amazing stuff. So I highly, highly recommend it. So yep. And then I've got my Tim Holtz little distress paintbrush, and I think we're good to go. So we're just going to squirt some How about we get the one that's open? That would be helpful. Here we go. I bought 2 because I don't want to run out. Okay. We're just going to squirt some on. And I have a glob, of course. And I hope my dog doesn't get in there and try to eat it. Okay, we're just going to smear this around. And it's going to make a huge mess, so which is why I really wanted my, I want my craft sheet, but I can't find it. But that's okay. That's what crafting is all about, right? And making messes. Maybe not. Maybe not so much the mess part, right? Okay. Oh, man. Yep. We do want to get it all the way to the edges, and I have my glasses over there, so probably going to get glue all over my glasses. Okay. All right, so we have coverage there. That's good. Now let's move my glasses. So yeah. Okay, and I have a piece of tissue, and I just tore it, and we're going to lay that down on top like so. Smooth it out. If you get bubbles, it's okay. Bubbles are all right. Doesn't matter. It just adds character and texture. So that's cool. And then just want to add a little bit more of the collage medium to the top. And we'll just seal it really good. I hope you all are doing well and enjoying your, well, for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, I'm enjoying fall. We are in the middle of a storm. It's going to get really nasty this weekend. So hopefully I'm just like praying we don't lose power, because that always happens and I don't like that. Because then I can't craft. And so that would be a tragedy. Because I have plans this weekend. I got things I want to get done. So anyway, all right. Okay, guys. So this is what I do. I just get my collage medium on there, and I have my tissue, everything. And that looks good to me. And then I do want to take off, which, no, I didn't want to do that. Christy. That's okay. It'll add character. I was trying to tear this. Of course, you're just going to be difficult now. Oh, come on. Oh, I know better, but see, I'm on camera, so this is why I do things like this. Oh, my husband's coming. He's going to interrupt us here in a second. Okay. All right. So we need to pull up our piece of paper, which y'all probably screaming at me that I'm doing something wrong, like I shouldn't be doing it this way, but here we go. Okay. Why do things the easy way when you can totally make a mess and create trouble for yourself, right? I believe, apparently I'm good at that. I'm good at that. Okay. Getting my wipes. Getting my wipes. Okay. My dog is looking at me like, you are weird. What are you doing? Okay. Okay. I keep saying okay, but okay. All right. Let's wipe this up here a bit. I don't use my Tim Holtz craft mat very often anymore because it just, because I get a really bad glare when I'm filming, and where I have to have my tripod, it just kind of makes for a mess. It kind of gets really glary, so I could use it, I suppose. But anyway, okay. So we're going to wipe that up. Just going to wrap my brush in the wipe for right now. And let's set it to the side. Okay. Then we'll get our heat tool here and do a little bit of drying. I'm still drying, but I have it where I can take off this tissue, the excess tissue off of the sides. I'm just going to trim it. I could get my ruler and tear it, but I think I'm just going to try to err on the side of caution because I don't want to rip anything because it's still damp. But just going to tear off the excess and get this excess off, and then I will continue to dry, and then I will come back when we're all dry and ready to move on to the next step. Okay, so I have gotten it pretty much dry. It's just a little damp in a few places, but it's okay. It'll be fine. So what I want to do is kind of clean up where I have a tiny bit of overhang on the edge here, just because on this bottom section, you're going to see the finished edge, and then you'll also see the finished edge at the top as well. So I just want to clean this up because it'll fold up, so we'll see it. It's not a huge deal. And we'll also see this side here, and then one of our outside edges we'll see. But again, it's not anything major, but just neaten it up a little bit. So we're going to do that here. Okay, cool. And then our sides are, they're pretty good. What I have is this crumpling, which is okay. It just crumpled. So I think what I might do is let's just straighten up this side. Let me try to get this even. And yeah, okay. And then I'll just line up my ruler here at 10.5. 10.5. Okay, and then I'm just going to straighten that. Where's my craft knife? Here it is. There we go. Perfect. And that gives us our, when we fold it, this side will be what shows on the outside of the back. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Okay, so this is our top, this is our bottom, and then we have our sides. And then this is so if I have it flipped this way, this is my good side. And let's see here. Just trying to keep my area kind of clean a little bit. Okay, so let's look at our sample here, our little prototype. So it looks like, it looks like oh, Christy. That's okay though. All right. That's what, yeah. Okay. I see. Okay, that's fine. So I made a little calculation error. That's okay. I put my paper on the wrong way. But it doesn't matter if these are different sizes. It's not a big deal. But I was thinking that so I was thinking this was my front, and yeah, well, we'll just make it that way. You guys have to bear with me. Sorry. Oh my goodness. So what we need to do is we need to fold it so that it closes up on the sides, and we want that to overlap that. So we'll do that. And then, okay. All right. And then let's make sure that this is even. I think that's even. Let's test it and see, is it even? It is pretty darn close. Close enough for government work, I say. Yeah, pretty close. Okay. Then we want to fold up the bottom. We want to fold up the bottom about oh, you know, 1/2 inch or so. Okay. And then we want to fold our top down because we need a flap on the back. And that's about, what is that? It's about 1 inch or so. Make sure that it's semi-straight at least. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so then we have that. So now we need to cut out these 4 sections here. So we're just gonna get our scissor. We want to go at an angle. I'm going to go at an angle, and then we can go out at a slight angle there as well. And we're going to go at an angle to that score line, and then out. Okay. And then this will fold like so, and that will go up like so, and that looks good. Okay, and now we need to create our flap here at the top. So we're going to cut out we're going to go in from that score line just maybe about 1/8 of an inch, and then go at an angle to that score line, and then we're going to go at an angle into the corner there, and repeat the same thing over on this side. Add an angle to the score line, and then add an angle to the score line. Okay, perfect. And this gives us our envelope. So that will fold in, that will fold in, and then our flap will fold down here on the top. And then this folds up on the bottom. So that is that's our envelope. And then we can decorate it. So cool. All right. So that is that. And I'm just going to leave, this one is a little bit, still just a tiny bit damp, but I'm just going to open it up and I'm going to let it sit for a while today and just kind of dry out the rest of the way. And we'll use this one that is totally dry. All right. So what are we going to do? So first off, let's see. All right, this is the top. We definitely are going to need to do a little bit of inking, and we definitely are going to need to possibly like do some script stamping. That probably is a good idea. Which means, excuse me, but I think what I want to do is, I'm going to collage probably a little bit on here. I think I'm going to add, this is one of the cards from the Stamperia collection, and I know I want to add that to the front, and I think like a label or something here, and possibly like maybe a little bit of lace or something. But I think that will be the pocket, and we'll do some stitching as well. But I do think I need just a little bit of script, I think. So I believe I'm going to, let's go ahead and ink it up. And this is just vintage photo. So we'll ink this up. You don't need to watch me ink, but I'm going to ink. All right, we are inked. So that looks good. And let's see. I was thinking maybe we would want to spritz a little bit of ink, maybe a little bit of ink. This is the Prima Color Shine color spray. Worst case, we get rid of it, right? We just don't use it. But I think that might kind of be cool. Whoa. Okay, whoa. All right. Okay, I have a Good thing I have a wipe still sitting here. Okay, that's kind of gonna pick up a little bit of that. Just a little bit, okay, and then give it a dry here. See what it does. It's not very shimmery. Well, maybe a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit of shimmer. I just thought that might add a little bit of, you know, something to it. We could also splatter on some like acrylic paint, maybe like some white acrylic paint. That could kind of be cool too. Oh yeah, it's adding just a little bit of, can you guys see that at all? It's adding just a little bit of shine, a little bit of shimmer. Okay. Yeah, I like that actually. I think that looks good. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. It just adds just a little bit of something to it. And yeah, just gonna rub. There's a couple dots that aren't dry, but that's okay. We're just gonna rub that. Nice. Yeah, I like that. And we're gonna have it closed, of course, but that just added, see, it just gave it a little bit of, interest to it. Okay, so now let's get our, oh, it's kind of sticky. You know how shimmer sprays sometimes, like when they're older, they can kind of get goopy? That's what this did. Well, we'll see. I might have to rub it with my anti-static tool maybe and see if that helps. Yeah, it's a little sticky. Well, that's all right. We'll make it work. Let's see. Let's get our little French script here. And some tree branch archival ink. And let's grab a piece of this for our work surface. Okay, and then, all right, yes, I want second generation. So stamped paper, and then do that. Yeah, is that just, I think, let's see. I actually like the second generation, I think. It's really kind of very faint, but I'm okay with that because I just want the interest. Don't necessarily need to see a bunch of, you know, script, but just kind of the illusion of. Okay, and then repeat it over here. Okay, and I'm going to turn this and get my flower. Perfect. Okay, so that needs, oops, that needs to dry a little bit. feel like I want some kind of a white, some kind of, you know, white, I'm just going to hit the ink with the tool just because we've got the collage medium and the paper, and I just want to make sure that it doesn't like smear. There's not a ton of ink on there, but just want to dry it. I do kind of feel like I want to see if maybe a little bit of white, maybe some gesso, maybe a little bit of gesso on there would be kind of cool. Okay, so I'm liking how that's looking so far. So I think what I want to do is, this is going to be my image. And I am going to stitch that down onto the envelope, but I do want to distress the edges of, this. And, oh, it's getting time for me to go to the textile center. It is 9:30, so yeah, they open at 10. So I'll go do that and then come back. Okay. So distress this up. I do think we want to collage down a little bit of paper onto that background, just a little bit. So maybe some book page or something. Okay, so that will go on there. Yeah. Okay, so I think maybe just a couple pieces of book page kind of coming out from the sides in. So maybe can kind of collage into the center. You're not going to really see the, well, you'll see the back if you take it out of the, if you take it out of the journal, you'll see. But let's see what we have here. Got some book page. Let's, yeah, because I want to come off, yeah, okay. So I do want to have kind of like this. Yeah, okay, it's exactly what I want. So, and then I want to come in here at the bottom with a piece. Perfect, that's just what I need. Okay, that anchors that image down, so I like that. Okay, so let's get glue, stick, okay, get some glue stick here. Oh, sorry, buddy. Step on his tail. Okay. Okay, perfect. This will add just what I want it to. So I'm happy about that. And we'll just add that here at the top. Perfect. Okay, excellent. And then at the bottom. All right, I'll do that. Yes, and that will go there. Oh, nice. I love that. Okay, so I think what I need to do at this point is, I'm thinking about just stitching this directly down onto the envelope, because then when we close it up, you won't see the stitching on the, because it'll be on the inside. I don't know if you heard Ranger, he's sighing. Okay, perfect. I really like that. And then I want to do some kind of a label there. But yeah, this looks good. Yeah, that looks nice. That looks very, very good. I love it. Okay, perfect. Do I want any lace or anything behind it? Do I feel like I need anything like here that I should run maybe something there as well? Let's see. I wonder if we need anything here or not. You know what? I think we might actually. So let's just tear off some strips here. I do. Okay, yeah, I think we need that. Perfect. Yes, yes, we do. Okay. So let's glue that down. And then I'm going to go stitch it down. And then I have to go check out the textile center. So then I will do that and then be back. And then we'll finish working on this. Nope. Let's see. I do that way. Okay, this way. All right. Okay. That will go there. Excellent. All right. And then this will go on there. All right, and I don't know if I need, I was thinking about maybe some lace or something underneath, underneath this, maybe at the bottom, but I don't think so, because I think what I want to do is save some of that embellishing for, I'm not sure, but I don't think I want to add any lace right now at this time. But I do know I want to find a label, and I bought both Rachel and Tracie's Christmas labels, and so I probably need to print those out. So I have to go right now, and then I'll be back here in just a little bit, and I will have at least stitched this down, and then we can go forward. All right, so I have stitched down the journaling card, and I had it open, and I used a glue stick and just glued it down to the center, and then I stitched around. Before I did that, I was sitting there and I thought, oh, I think I need a little bit of like some pink. And I have this Italian letter, and I can't remember what digi this came from. It might be Rachel Roxy Creations. I don't know. If I can find it, I'll link to it below. But it's like the most amazing shade of pink. And so I just tore off a couple pieces and put them down, and then put my journaling card on. And I think it just adds just exactly what I needed for that. I love how that turned out. I think that's so pretty. And it's like very low dimension, so that's even better. So it can go in and sit in a page and be nice and not be all bulky. I need to address the sticky issue that I'm having with the spray that I used. So I was wondering if I were to kind of go over some of that with some gesso, maybe that might help. Yeah, that's helping. Okay. Well, okay, I just have my gesso, and I'm gonna just use my finger, I think, and I can get some stuff, I can get a little bit of this over onto the front. I'm okay with that. And I probably could use a dry brush or something, but oh well. Fingers. God gave me fingers, so I'm going to use them. Okay. And I'm going to just continue around like this. But it will definitely keep that from being all sticky. I'm serious. You guys are probably going, why aren't you using a brush? That is a good question. Probably because I don't have one right handy. My other one is wet, so I don't really want to use that. So, see, and it's making the sprays bleeding, and so it's yeah. So it's turning pink. My gesso's pink on the back. That's okay. It's all right. Worst case, I don't like it and I just start over from scratch, right? But that won't happen because I think it'll be just fine. It will be just fine. See, that will look good. We got a little bit of the gesso onto the front. That's totally fine. So let's do let's do our flap here. And I've got some Christmas labels printing. Rachel has a new a Christmas tags and a label set that she just released day before yesterday, maybe. It's been recent. So I picked up those. So I have those printing. And so I've got those because I'm still thinking maybe I want to put a label down, but I don't know yet 100%. So yeah. All right, let's just dry this a little smidge. We don't need to dry it much. I put hardly any on there, but we'll just give it a dry anyway. I bought the dogs new balls at the feed store. I had to go get I had to get dog food for our big dog, and so they are so incredibly happy with their new toys. But oh man, Ranger has been in here, and I had to finally kick him out because I kept trying to record, and he just squeaking that toy, so I had to kick him out. So he is very upset at me right now. So I have to, as soon as I'm done here, I'll open my door back up so he can come and hang out with his mother. He's very sad, but that's okay. We're going to glue this shut because we've got everything stitched down that we need. And just going to glue it. Okay, good. And just check and make sure I didn't glue it shut. I did not, so that's even better. And then we'll glue our flap. All right. Perfect. Okay, good. Isn't that pretty? I love how that came out. And then closure. Oh, guess I never really thought about the closure. I just figured I would have it clipped into something and didn't really worry about a closure. I could have done like a twist or something. But you know what? I'm okay. It's okay that we don't have a closure on that because we're going to create a tag that will go inside, and it'll just clip inside. You know, it'll just clip inside a journal page, and either at the top or on the side, probably just on the top, it'll clip in, and I think that will be really, really pretty. Gosh, I love how that turned out. And you know what? The gesso I'm totally fine with. I just won't spray my other envelope, right? So that's my lesson to myself, is just don't spray. And my sprays are old and they're gunky apparently. So I guess that's when you get them in 2014 and it's 2021, right? Oh, well. Okay. So that is our envelope. Oh, I love how it came out. That turned out really, really nice. So now I'm going to do the same thing on this one. And then I'll have one for each. Yay. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go work on putting this together, and then I will come back and share with you when it's done. Okay. All right, so I finished up the second one. And so just did the same thing. I collaged, and I know I said I wasn't going to spray again, but I used the Kitsch Flamingo Distress Stain. And because I just really liked having that little bit of pink on the background. And then I did go back over with gesso again, and I think it turned out really cute, so I love it. And then I just collaged on some papers, added one of the cut aparts from that little tag. No, stop. So there were like, these were side by side. And so I cut out, Ranger, stop. I cut out the Christmas tree and then matted it onto another piece of pattern paper because it, this image was much smaller than this one. And so I thought, well, that's okay. So I just matted it onto another piece. I distressed the edges, stitched around. And then these are the labels that I added. These are Rachel's new Christmas labels. And she's got, stop, vintage labels, and so Christmas labels and Christmas tags. And there's two kits. So the, this one here, I printed 2 to a page. So this is one. They're really, really cool. And then these are some. And then here it is full size. But aren't they cool? They're really, really nice. And then there are these as well. I'll just show them to you. They're so cute. But I'll link to these below. They're really, really sweet. Really, really love these a lot. So these are cool. So I did 2 to a page, and it made them smaller, and it was perfect for the bottom of these envelopes. And then I also printed off Tracie Fox's Christmas journal, her Christmas, these are called Creature Christmas labels. And so you get this one, there's also a green, and then there is this sheet that has all of these Christmas tags. So they're so cute, and I'll link to these as well. And I love like these little Christmas kids, and they're on mushrooms. Aren't they cute? They're so cute. So anyway, these are really cute. So that's what I have for my Christmas tags. I need to go, when I go sit and watch TV this afternoon, I'm going to sit and fussy cut out some labels. And yeah, so that wraps up our little project number 1 for our Christmas journal. So I'm so excited. I think these are going to look really, really cool in our journal. So I think they're going to be really nice. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, guys, and I'll chat with you soon. Bye.